everyone, and welcome back to the channel. One of the world's biggest movie stars, Robert Redford, has sadly passed away at the age of 89. Redford was a wonderful actor and a tremendously gifted filmmaker. He actually won an Oscar back in 1980 for directing the emotional family drama Ordinary People. Now, Redford has an amazing catalogue of work that dates back to the early 1960s, and he's literally starred in some of the most popular movies of all time. So I felt the best way to pay tribute to Redford would be to present 5 amazing Robert Redford films you must see. Now, I'm not going to present these films in any particular order, it's all subjective, but these are 5 that really deserve attention. So let's get straight into it. Number 5 on the list is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. This is a film that came out in 1969. It's an iconic Western, and it has the indispensable pairing of Redford and Newman. This is a very unique Western that is laced with humour. It also presents an entertaining soundtrack, and the 2 stars, Paul Newman and Robert Redford, are at the top of their game. Their charisma is on fire. They just have great on-screen chemistry, and they really bring an air of star power to this film. It's wonderfully directed by George Roy Hill, and it was also nominated for 7 Academy Awards, 4 of which it won. Now, this legendary film focuses on 2 free-spirited outlaws with a panache for robbing banks. These guys will do almost anything to get their hands on cash, even if it takes blowing up a train and later robbing a bank and escaping to Bolivia. This is a sophisticated Western with a lot of character building, some wonderful situations, and who can forget that clifftop scene where Redford just does not want to go over and is pushed by his buddy. The byplay between Newman and Redford in the lead up to the jump was just on fire. Their chemistry was just so engaging and magnetic, and that sequence is one of the most memorable in film history. This movie also has a unique film score, and it won an Oscar for the Burt Bacharach song Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. So the star quality of the 2 performers, and Catherine Ross, she is pretty effervescent in this one as well. So the actors, the cinematography, the music, it's a movie that has a lot of winning elements. You can see why it was a blockbuster, and it's a film that just has to be experienced. Number 4 on my list is an intriguing thriller called 3 Days of the Condor. This film is directed by Sidney Pollack and stars Robert Redford and Faye Dunaway. They make a great team. But at the heart of this film is a very suspenseful plot device. Redford plays a CIA researcher who is shocked when all of a sudden his co-workers wind up murdered. So it's very intriguing, it'll keep your interest, it'll keep you guessing. This is a very intricately plotted film, the performances are great, and Sidney Pollack has a real sure hand with directing. It's just one of these engrossing 70s films that needs to be seen. In some ways, it's a real exercise in paranoia, and Redford will grab your attention from the first frame to the last. Number 3 on my list is Indecent Proposal from 1993. This is a controversial romantic drama directed by Adrian Lyne. He gave us movies such as the innovative dance flick Flashdance and that steamy erotic thriller 9.5 Weeks with Mickey Rourke and Kim Basinger. Now, Indecent Proposal did push the envelope with its themes. It caught people by surprise, but it had such an intriguing story that it held its audience in the palm of its hand. Now, in this film, we have Demi Moore and Woody Harrelson, and Robert Redford plays a mysterious businessman who comes into their lives and actually presents Harrelson and Moore with a very salacious proposition. He is offering $1 million to spend a night with Harrelson's wife. We really want Harrelson and Moore to overcome Redford's proposition, and this is just a totally engrossing look at a very complex dilemma. So yes, if that plot device appeals, this is the movie for you. The critics at the time were somewhat negative. Over time, it's become more mixed. But audiences around the world were really intrigued by its themes. I think the performances are wonderful. The cinematography is beautiful. And the actors put in delicate performances at times that almost feel naturalistic. And I really think Redford was perfectly cast. This was him moving into the 90s, still solidifying his star power, and he goes really well in this. Indecent Proposal is a very intriguing film that I saw on the big screen. I've never forgotten it, and I think it's one that stands out as being rather unique in Redford's filmography. Number 2 on my list is the fascinating sports drama The Natural. This film came out in 1984. It stars Redford, Robert Duvall, Glenn Close, Kim Basinger. It has a pretty stacked cast. And this movie takes a look at an aging baseball player. There's an air of the fantastic here. So there's this little fantasy plot device that really propels things and keeps you intrigued. And Redford puts in a wonderful performance. This is a movie that audiences really gravitated to in the 80s. And if you're looking for a Redford movie that pushed him into even more superstar status in the modern era, The Natural is that film. So yes, this film is beautifully photographed. Robert Redford looks great in it. The camera just stays with him. And even if you're not a baseball fan, I'm sure you will get something out of this intriguing tale. So The Natural, it's a bit of a winner, and I'm sure it'll fill you with all sorts of emotions. Finally, we've made it to number 1, and we have The Sting from 1973. This is a Best Picture winning film. In fact, The Sting was nominated for 10 Academy Awards. It won 7, and it was a re-teaming of Paul Newman and Robert Redford. So in this film, Newman and Redford play two grifters who get together to pull off a con job. And con job it is. You just won't know where this film will twist and turn next, but it's so entertaining. The chemistry is just so invigorating, and there's just a dynamic edge to this one. I think every performer was at the top of their game. They knew they were working with something special, and everything fell into place. And the film score in this movie is just to die for. It also won an Oscar for that music score. And Robert Redford puts in a stellar performance. He was Oscar nominated. And this is directed once again by George Roy Hill, who gave us Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. So it's a great collaboration all over again. And this is a caper comedy with loads of intriguing elements. You will not know where it's going to head next. and the ending really packs a wallop. It'll have you in stitches in some ways, and there's just a great supporting cast in this film. Robert Shaw is equally as impressive as Redford and Newman. We also have Charles Durning. It's just a movie peppered with some wonderful character actors, and everyone is on point. So The Sting, full of great performances, full of fantastic tailor-made suits. I mean, Redford and Newman, their outfits just pop off the screen. It's just a great looking film. It's wonderfully vintage. The chemistry and the one-liners keep coming. This is old school filmmaking firing on all cylinders. So once you've seen The Sting, you'll never forget it. And when it comes to that ending, what can I say? It's probably best not to describe it. It's just something you have to experience. So that just about does it. 5 amazing Robert Redford films you must see. This is just a neat little starter pack. He has a great filmography. There is many treasures I missed, but these 5 I think should have strong appeal to a wide audience. So please check them out, spend a few hours with Redford and savour his illustrious career. So yes, sadly missed but never forgotten. Robert Redford was a giant in cinema. And if you get the chance to see some of these films, please take a moment to share your thoughts and feelings in the comments. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon.